This is the alternate F1 2025 Championship. Now this weekend it was the Australian Grand Prix of course at Albert Park, so I gave you guys in my community post 3 options of where to race in round 1 of this championship, and I gave you Phillip Island, Bathurst and Adelaide. The winner by a pretty significant margin of 57% was Bathurst, Mount Panorama. So that is where round 1 will be held. This weekend coming up, it's the Chinese Grand Prix, so stay tuned to the community post for the latest update regarding what the plan is going to be for that one. Now granted, there is a few circuits on the F1 calendar where there's only one circuit in the country, so in that event there's 2 options. Number 1, we run alternate layouts, or number 2, I might surprise you. Now I'm doing this in Assetto Corsa, and the reason is because we have a lot of customizability. The downside is that the AI aren't particularly quick, so we're not doing 100% races because it'd be very predictable. So for this one we're doing sprint races. So for this one I've essentially done a 33% calculation of a full distance race at Bathurst, and we have a 17 lap race. Also we have a full grid of 20 cars plus 1 myself. I've made my own car for this one, so essentially we can make standings and have the real life 20 drivers and then a plus 1 myself in there as well. Now we are doing this in the VRC Formula Alpha 2024 car, also random grids to hopefully mix things up. Again, it's the same car for everybody, just different liveries, so basically it should give all the drivers a chance to have decent races, and hopefully it'll make the standings, you know, quite interesting at the end. So underway for the alternate F1 Championship for the alternate Australian Grand Prix. Now as you can see, DRS is enabled from the get-go. I'm trying to go through the middle there, but the track isn't wide enough, so it's going to be a free-for-all from the very get-go. Some tracks like Bathurst doesn't have the DRS capacity mapped in to the code, so you know there'll be DRS from the beginning, and also in this case we can use it everywhere and there's no limitations. A bit like, you know, F1 2011, 2012, kind of that era of F1 where DRS was limited. You could basically use it all the time, especially in qualifying. It's a similar sort of thing, but this time in the race. So at the minute, P17, taking it cautious here, not going to rush into anything. Tyres are cold as well, which is also an important factor that you have to bear in mind. I'm running essentially a default setup. I've just put a little bit of wing on the car, which I think I'm going to need. Again, that's kind of track-specific adjustments, and my brake bias is a bit rearward, but that's basically it. So it's same conditions for everyone. As we get underway, grid exit, and we've got the jump here on Hulkenberg. We're going to get into a drag race. I'm going to have to get back on the battery here to try and get in front. A bit of grass as we go over the crest, and there we go, we're through. So that's another move up to P16. Going to get a nice run out of the chicane here to get a look at Stroll as Piastri running up front. P1. Oh, Stroll runs in a bit deep there on the curb. We get the switch back and we're through into 15th place. So Piastri, even though I've put random grids on, could be on for an early race win in front of the home crowd here if all goes according to plan for him. Also got a difference in tyre compound from the AI, so some of them on C3, some on C5s. Again, if you guys want to see me level that out, I can. I've tried to level the fuel for 17 laps, so we're all kind of in, you know, level conditions. Also, one last thing I want to ask is damage. Do you want to see damage on or off? At the minute I've got it off, like all of my Assetto Corsa videos, because the AI can be wild. Around here they seem okay, but there's other tracks where they're not as forgiving, so bear that in mind. But I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys in the comments after this first episode on how to make it better. Anyway, for now, just getting stuck in, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Oh my god, wow, that's why I've got damage off. Oh my days. Woo. I think that was Lawson who got put in the barrier, or put himself in the barrier, and then Hajar, of course, checked up, and I just went under him. So, wow, that's exactly why I have damage off. Hopefully I've justified myself there within 30 seconds of explaining it. So anyway, we've cleared those 2. So we're now up to 13th. But look at that, Piastri's already at the finish line. So we've got to really get stuck in here. We want to try and get to the points. Again, there shouldn't be any pit stops so this should be interesting. Either way, I'm going to get stuck in and get focused, so there will be a few cuts in this one as we look to try and really pick up the pace. So let's get into it and let's try and get off the Sonoda. Now, small update, personal best middle sector, purple first, and we can now see cars again, so very productive lap here and made some good progress. I want to see what lap time we do over the start finish, just to see what we're working with. I don't think Piastri's gone purple on this one, but 36.3 seems like the lap he's set in the top left of the leaderboard that we can see. Over the line we go, so 35.3, so that's the sort of pace we can do around here, hence why I'll be starting from the back every round. Right, come on then. Let's get after it. Sonoda's next up. Quite a gaggle of cars here, so if we can get past a few, we'll be in the points very, very shortly. Only issue is, you just can't overtake up the mountain. It's very, very difficult, so you have to just wait really until it opens up at the end of the lap. My objective in this one is to get a few overtakes done at the mountain, but oh my god, the dirty air there, that felt horrific because we got loads of understeer. You can really notice it when you're following a car sometimes. But these three definitely seem like we've got a bit more pace than them as we wind it up and start to get really close. Track is super bumpy. AI have been behaving very well. I hope they don't start misbehaving now that I'm arriving on the scene. Good run there through the little flicker direction. Through the hairpin. There we go. Opening up the DRS. Should be able to get Sonoda here with the use of some battery. I think we've definitely got a bit less wing than the AI. Because they hold up pretty well in the corners, but we just get the job done on the straights. There it is. That's Sonoda out of the way. And the Alpine there of Gasly a little bit deep. Makes a slight mistake under pressure. He's on the C5 tyres, so maybe he's already suffering with tyre wear. And into the last corner, definitely looks like he's struggling for grip as we force him into a mistake. Overcommits on the inside defense. And we're through. And that's P11. So, good stuff. Antonelli in the Merc is next. Also on the C5. So, could be struggling with tyres at this point. Same goes for Piastri in P1. You don't know who could be struggling at the end. So, he might fall back. For now, though, let's get after Kimi. Let's try and put the rookie behind us. Oh, we're really quick now. The tyres are perfect. Getting them purple mini sectors all racked up. Way, come on then. The AI just very good on the brakes, so it's hard to make a late braking overtake on them. But we might have a shot here at a couple of overtakes on this straight. Having to wait there to get the move done. Not a lot of space. But we get Antonelli. Now we're going to get into the slipstream of Carlos Sainz. Into the points we go. P10. Also, Piastri isn't pulling away. The gap has kind of stayed at 11 seconds here. So if we can get past a few more cars, we could potentially arrive. I mean, look at all those cars ahead of us there. We can just get these three. We're looking at some decent progress. Another good time there, 35.4. Super consistent, just turning out the lap times. There we go. We might get a shot here against Sainz. He's in the slipstream of his teammate, Alex Albon. We're going to get the inside line. We're going to get back on the battery here to try and get in front. Albon also overtaking Leclerc. Up the mountain we go, side by side. Come on. Try and get in front. Albon passes Leclerc. Oh, we fall out of the little ridge. Sainz hangs on. I was going to go to the left there, but he's covered it off pretty well. So we just have to wait to get this one done. Maybe through here, if I can get the run over the hill. Into the downhill maybe. Not quite. Thought about it. That would have been very, very bold. Oh, hello. Hello. Opening. Oh my god, it gets so narrow. Oh my days. Sainz actually hit the wall there. We'll get him here though. He's had a slow exit. What way is he going? He's going to go right and defend, but doesn't matter. We breeze past with our lower wings. Well, actually, Sainz was coming back at me there briefly. Lovely stuff. Right, let's go on to Charles Leclerc. Going to try and get on the inside here. Yellow flag, up ahead. Wow, Leclerc really found some grip on the outside there, but I think he ran it a bit deep. Had a terrible exit. And we go straight past into P8. We've now got Albon here battling with Hamilton. Hamilton on those C5 tyres as well. Albon's on the C3s like me. You can see he's overtaking guys and progressing here, so definitely think this is the right race tyre to be on. But again, I can level that out for you guys. If you want to see that in the comments, let me know, and I'll sort it out for the next round so everybody starts on the same tyre conditions. My concern here is if everyone's going to make it on fuel. I hope I've made the right adjustments. I haven't got this far into the test, so I just hope AI don't box. If they do, we'll box with them and keep it, again, level playing conditions. Oh, Hamilton's in a bit deep. That's given Albon a bit of a poor exit. Side by side, Albon gives me the squeeze. Those curbs are so high on the inside. He has a similar situation to Leclerc though, where he's ran himself a bit deep, possibly onto some, dirty track, marbles. Either way, we go through and punish him for that mistake. So that's P7 now. Piastri's now 12 seconds up the road, so Oscar's looking pretty good, to be fair. Pretty healthy with that margin. But we've got Hamilton and Alonso up next. 9 World Championships up the road here. And that separates us from a top 5 finish. Let's see if we can try to get stuck in. Bit of a loose back end there. Tyre well looks good on our end. You can see on the tyre graph the little kind of narrow lines either side of the tyre temps. Still got plenty of rubber left on these. Plenty of meat left on the bones. So we're not taking too much out of them. AI very quick in the mountain. Very quick. Just a bit slow on the straight. Oh, bit of understeer there. Losing a bit of tyre temp on the fronts. Definitely think maybe could have gone a step softer on the tyres. Maybe a touch hard, but they're conservatively safe. Just got to be careful to not let them drop too much on the straights like here. They just drop temperature. Look at the front left. Oh, that was a nice turn 1. Got the exit as well. Yeah, we're going to catch Hamilton. Come on. Just keep the battery on. And there we go. That's P6 now, baby. A bit of clean air now. You can definitely notice that when you're following a car closely, it's harder to just find that front grip. Last lap into the 136s. We'll get a little bit of a break on clean air, but now we're kind of back into it with Alonso in the Aston Martin here. I think Piastri's got this one wrapped up, to be honest. I'm not sure P2, P3 on their exact whereabouts, but as far as the eye can see, Verstappen P4 is right there, so that's got to be the target for now. So now we can see clear as day, P3 is right there. So I think a podium might be the objective here. We're heading on to the start of lap 10, so we're well over half the race in now. I can't see P2, so yeah, definitely looks like P3 is going to be the objective as Alonso makes a slight mistake there, runs it in a bit wide. Just had to check myself there, but we're going to force him to go defensive. Going to go around the outside, Alonso in hot, and that is going to give us the freebie. Thank you very much. There's going to be a lot of that in this season. Again, the AI aren't perfect, as we know, so there's going to be things we can exploit or make the most of to gain positions. So that's P5. A bit of clean air now to push on. Lando versus Verstappen for the podium, just ahead, but we might spoil the party. Come on then, let's get amongst it. Hopefully we'll be there in a lap's time. We're not going to particularly close through here, but we'll gain on the 2 straights. And we'll hopefully be there in a lap's time. Last a better lap. Into the 36 zeros. And we might have a shot here at getting past Verstappen. On the battery. We pull alongside. Going to use a bit more because he's got a bit of a distant toe from Norris. Up the inside, going to brake late to try and not let him go around the outside. And through we go for P4. So now, just got to clear Lando, and I think that'll be possible now on the back straight. And that will give us essentially 5 or 6 laps of clean air, give or take. So we could try and make a push after George. I I think Piastri's got this one wrapped up. Those C5s are going to hold on for him by the looks of it. George on the C3, that's the right compound to be on. So I think P3 might be the best we can hope for in this one. That was good through there, that was good direction change. Going to just close into Lando here. Oh, lots of understeer on the front through that one. Right, here we go. Just going to use all the charge here. Dump everything, plus the DRS. Through we go. We'll have the inside line through the kink to just make sure we get that move locked up. There it is. That's third place. Right, lovely stuff. So, heavy lifting done. We've cleared the field around a track where usually it's quite hard to pass. Hopefully by now, if you're still watching, I'd appreciate some feedback on things you'd like to see me change. Again, the AI is set to maximum difficulty, so it's tricky to change their pace, but we can change other things. For now though, P3 is good. Could we get P2? A second a lap, we have to catch George. I think that's possible. I think that's doable. We're on the right tyres for it. Let's have a go. Come on. Oh, yellow flag. Someone's gone. I'm going to take it easy. It's Russell. George has made a mistake. Had to take it easy there because I didn't know what I was going to find, going around the corner, but that has made it for us. Second place. A free gift. I had just the... What? I just got a wheel on the grass. Oh my god, my car's completely out of control. I've absolutely murdered Norris. Okay, that's taking a turn. I was just about to say I've upped my engine mode. I was trying to chase George, but I've just stacked it. I've absolutely bottled it. I only put a wheel in the grass, but the car just completely went. The tyres are hot at the minute. I just got to manage, but I've ruined Norris, so apologies, Lando. Right, well, that was going so well. Now we're going to have to do it all over again. Lando's out of the race. I can't really get a penalty. I could kind of give myself a post-race one, or if you guys think I should get a penalty post-race. I didn't intentionally take him out, but maybe you couldn't have swerved me. I'll have to watch a replay of it. Either way, we're back down to P9 now, so we're going to have to get back on it. Alright, come on then. Tyres have got back up to control now for temperature. So let's see if we can try and climb back up there. Right, we're going to go back down on engine mode so that we don't burn as much. And we can basically then use more on our deployment to get overtakes done at the right time. I was running just a higher mode, briefly, to basically use more throughout the lap. To have a better average pace, but got a yellow. Oh my god, mistake there. That was Carlos Sainz. Green flag, so able to pass Antonelli. So we get a 2 for 1. So the AI now making mistakes as well. Seems like maybe tyre wear could be the factor. That's my theory. Tyre wear beginning to pile up for these guys, so that could lead to mistakes. Still can't believe I did what I did, but we're P7 now. And once again, behind Leclerc. Let's try and get him and hopefully make progress. That signs out in the Williams, so just like the real life Australian Grand Prix. He's out. Oh, we closed in quite a bit on Leclerc there, but I think we can all see that now the tyres are starting to go. And tyre wear is becoming a factor. This is the key phase though. I want to see if the AI, if I've managed to fix their fuel so that they hopefully don't box and they go to the end. If not, then we'll have to schedule a stop, and if it has to be on the last lap, well, the 16th lap, then we'll do so. Come on then, let's get Leclerc here. Let's try and make this pass. So much understeer through that hairpin, but now we've got the run. And we go through. P6, come on. Still can't believe we binned it, but we should be able to recover this, hopefully. Ooh, 35.3 on that one. That was a good lap. Back on the pace again. A bit of a slipstream from Leclerc, of course, on the back straight, helping us out. I think I'm a little bit far back from Albon for an overtake here, so we're going to have to just wait. The AI are a little bit slow out of that left turn up the top of the mountain here. So we might be able to prepare something if I can get the right exit through here. I'm a little bit wide myself. Got a good exit, but I can't quite get alongside. Come on, I want to try and get one overtake on the mountain today. Oh, it's just so difficult. Nope. I really was trying it there, but Albon did really well. He's in a bit wide there. Whew. Had to get properly out of that, but we should be able to get him on the straight. That was good through there. We got really close to the barrier, tucked in to kind of counteract. Oh my god, not again. No! That part of the track, we're going to collect someone. Come on, spin it. That part of the track, if you just touch the grass, it's deadly. Oh my days. Wow, this race has really unraveled. I couldn't tell what part of the track, you know, Albon was going to go for there. Look like the right side was open and then I kind of got squeezed. Oh no, and now Hajar sent it. It's all unraveled. Oh my god. This is why I have damage off on Assetto Corsa. We're down to 17th. What has happened? Hajar's going to be out of the race, but we are going to get a 0 in the opener in Bathurst. I can't believe it. I'll try and make a push, but top 10 looks very unlikely now. Oh, that was close to the barrier. I'm opening my DRS through here. I'm taking risk to try and catch back up. I'm using all my engine mode as well. You can see I'm out. So I'm going to turn it off down the hill to try and charge back up. Right then, looks like the AI are going to make it on fuel, which is good. So we've successfully achieved that. 33.8 for me there, using everything on my engine power and even just trying to open DRS wherever possible. Fully exploiting the true pace of the car. You can see I'm out of charge, so I don't have anything to really fight with here besides just trying to hopefully close in. There's some battles going on ahead, so might be a few scraps available for us if I can get close enough. Piastri's going to cruise it. I don't think a point is possible. Got to get close to every barrier here if I want to have any chance of getting a point, but I don't think it's going to happen unless we absolutely launch it. Going to turn the battery off. Oh my god, almost into the barrier there. To try and get some sort of battery back for the back straight. Oh no. Ouch. Oh no, pushed in too much. It's over. It's absolutely over. Going way too crazy trying to catch back up. Good fun though. Really, really enjoy this. It's going to be 0 for us, but there's 23 more rounds. Plenty of time to bag some points and some wins. Definitely. The AI are going to be quicker in some tracks, and they're definitely going to be slower in others. So this is by far not over. And the be all end also, of course, the random grids is going to mean we're going to get different point scorers every time. So here we go. Final corner, and that's going to be all she wrote at Bathurst for the alternate Australian Grand Prix. So on screen now, your final classified results from round 1. Oscar Piastri was the winner. Fernando Alonso P2 in the end, so decent shift from Fernando at the end. Verstappen third ahead of Hamilton. Albon gets P5, and then it's Antonelli in 6th. Leclerc, Tsunoda, Gasly and Stroll round out your point scorers in round 1. So yeah, really, really good fun. I'll make sure to basically keep standings tracked. I'll try and do drivers and constructors as well. For now though, obviously round 1, you know what the drivers is going to be. It's basically, you know, the final top 10 race results. For round 2, I'm going to try and hopefully get some proper standings sorted out for you guys, for drivers and constructors, to keep track of everything. And we'll see what the full story is after round 2 in China. But for now guys, that's going to be it for round 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe for more. I'll leave the mods used in this video linked down below, so go check those out. And yeah, comment down below suggestions how to make this better. Again, bear in mind, Assetto Corsa does not have the best AI, but we'll try and make, you know, work with what we've got and hopefully do a decent job. So yeah guys, appreciate it. Give the series a chance. I want to hear some feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members for supporting the content. Check out the 2 videos on your screen if you haven't seen them already, and I'll see you guys in my next one very soon. Take care. Ciao.